G'day folks, Tony again here for more Star Control 2. Dear viewers, let us make our way back towards the Earth. Hopefully we'll be fine and we will arrive in one piece. But we do have a fair bit of travelling to do. And if there was anything following us, then presumably it may still be lurking around here. Speaking of which, in hyperspace, hopefully we're going to be able to outrun this particular thing. We are going to have to watch our star map carefully because at some point we are going to come to a halt. We still have a fair way to go before that happens, but it is probably worth paying attention to it as soon as we clear around the edge of that Ilrath space and changing our trajectory so that what is presumably a Slylandro isn't going to catch us. So maybe that will be enough of an angle there now. I think it might be. We should be able to lock in the Sol system as our new destination. And hopefully now with that turn, we're going to leave that particular vessel well and truly in our wake. Because of course with only 3 crew on the flagship, probably not the best idea to end up having to rely on the Dank to take anything out. One decent hit from almost any ship in the game would be enough to take out a severely understaffed flagship. Anyway, I appear to have successfully vamped for long enough for us to make it back to the star system. So let's go and hand in all the things and get a bunch of new cash and what have you. I also realized in a fairly recent episode I was talking about how many years have passed. This game commences in February of 2155, so we are about a year and a half into the timeline. All right, let's have a chat with the Starbase Commander. I hope the battle fares well, Captain Clapton. Oh, me too, buddy. I've been waiting to inform you of a new situation. We are receiving a priority distress call from the Zokfot homeworld of Alpha Tucanae. I'm not surprised. The signal was urgent but extremely weak. The only portions of the transmission we can be sure of are... Help! Black Destroyer. Planet under attack. Help! Worse than Zabranki, whatever that means. And finally, help! Classic. So the Zokfot pick clearly are having some trouble, but we are not really equipped to help them at the moment. But Commander, I have minerals to offload. The Dank's cargo manifest lists some of that. Also these, some of these, some more of these. Don't forget these. Also these. Those. More fuel for the fire, eh, Captain Clapton? The last load should keep it blazing. So we got a little bit of cash, not as much as we have had previously, but also the amount of time that we spent collecting it will be less as well. I am also going to have a chat with the Starbase Commander. We're going to ask a little bit about some other alien races, hopefully. What do you need to know? We need to know some historical data. Maybe that's where it will be. What aspect of history, Captain? I would like to know about other starfaring races. And we are going to ask a question about... sure, let's find out who is in what. The members of the Old Alliance, there they are. The Yehat. Tell us all about the Yehat. The Yehat are a race of ancient warrior clans who have been travelling the stars for many centuries. The clans are highly competitive and sometimes even wage war on each other. But the clans are all loyal to the Queen and her royal family, known as the Veep Zeeps. The Veep Zeeps have been in power for over 2,000 years, and it is said that during their rule, the Yehat have never lost a battle. Interesting. Seeing as we've also spoken with the Siren, let's ask a little bit about the Siren. Most raw recruits see the Siren as nothing more than warm-breathing pin-ups. Warm they are, and yes, they do breathe most magnificently. But Captain, they are far more than simple joy units. Their history shows that the Cyrene established and maintained a peaceful culture. From their Bronze Age through their discovery of starflight. Before their planet was destroyed in a horrible cataclysm, their world was an Eden. So there we have it. That's enough about the Alliance for now. Let's also ask some questions about some alien races who weren't in the war, because I believe the Pekunk are here. The Chenjisu implied that they had met at least 2 other starfaring species. One near the Gickless constellation and the other directly coreward from Procyon. The Aralulilele once mentioned having some fun with an alien race in Draconis. But like so much else with the Aralu, they never revealed the whole story. I'm sure there are hundreds more alien races in our galaxy. But beyond what I have just told you, your guess is as good as mine. Sure. Guess we can't ask about the Pekunk, but let's ask about some battle thralls in the hierarchy. And seeing as the Ilrath are nearby, let's have a quick chat about them. I still have nightmares about one of the spiders, an Ilrath, taking me prisoner, using me in one of their 6 sacrifices to Dogar and Kazon. They're twin gods of destruction and torment. Those guys were almost as scary as the Androsynth to those of us on Deep Space Patrol. Their Avenger starships could appear out of nowhere and melt a cruiser down to slag in seconds. Luckily for us, the bulk of the Ilrath fleet was thrown against the Chenjisu and the Murnherm. Good times. And we've also had some contact with the Sparthi, so let's ask about them. Imagine facing a cowardly mobile clam armed with a howitzer, and you've got a good idea of what it's like dealing with the Sparthi. Although they tend to avoid battles as much as their masters will allow. Once in battle, a Sparthi eluder is one tough cookie. I once heard a rumour, although I don't believe it myself, that a rogue band of outrageous Sparthi broke away from the main Starfleet. Sorry, courageous, not outrageous. Painted their ships black with bright red stripes. And formed the Black Sparthi Squadron, dedicated to performing brave and hostile deeds. Like I said, I'd have to see it to believe it. Good times. Outrageous, that's funny. That's enough information about the hierarchy. What other groups of aliens are you interested in? I have sufficient information on this subject. Would you like information on any other aspect of history? No, I'd like to get out of this conversation. Anything else? No, I just want to go. I do not require it. Goodbye, Commander. Goodbye, Captain Clapton. Whew, I didn't think we were going to get out of that one. Let's get some things sorted out here. Sure, we'll get some more fuel. That seems important. Let's crank it up. Oof, we're running low on that cash. May as well fill ourselves all the way up. And we will also go into our shipyard and we'll get our crew back. Please, oh please. We really need some different kinds of starships, don't we? That one's going to bleed things a little dry. We'll stock up on these here, and I think we're going to leave the rest of it in the bank. Because we're going to go and talk to the Melnorm. Alright, there we go. Let's save this game. And we'll make our way down to Alpha Centauri, and we'll trade in all of these biologicals that we've been collecting and maybe get some information, on where the Yehat homeworld is, maybe? I don't know how this is going to work. Let's find out together. Come on now. Okay. So off and away we go onto the star map. The Pekunk still moving a little bit. They certainly seem to be hugging the bottom of the map. And we've been down in this region collecting some stuff, and we haven't run into anything. So I think we might just make a beeline over this way and see if we find anything. But first things first, let's get ourselves to Alpha Centauri around that large star and see if we can do some trading. Right, are we going to run into something on the way? We probably are. No, we just made it fast enough. So that thing pursuing us, I'm pretty certain is going to be another Slilandro. Possibly not going to run into it when we come back out again, although I could be wrong. Now, where, oh where, could the Melnorm be? Sometimes they are orbiting around planets. Oops. Hitting that transition there again, I think messed us up. And they're also not there. Where are you? Where are you when I need you? I just want to trade. Hello. Is there anybody out there? Bueller? Oh, come on. Surely. This is very frustrating. Nope. What about here? Nope. Damn. All right. Well, so much for that plan. Let's do what we're going to do. We'll fly across through this empty space and see what happens. I guess we can wing our way back here. Uh-oh. Oof, that was fortunate. We can wing our way back there later, I guess. Although it is mighty frustrating to not be able to do some cool tech and information trading along the way. So presumably, if we end up, whether it's inadvertent or not, if we end up entering a region where we're passing into an area of control from an alien race, then there are going to be more readings on our hyperspace map there for us to see them. I suspect that slower moving one that we moved past could possibly actually be a Pekunk. Are we in the middle of their space yet? Yes, we have passed through the area where the Pekunk were. So that slower moving vessel, possibly a Pekunk. We might change our angle a little bit here, and we'll just push ourselves a little bit further along. We're still plenty good for fuel. Things we're fresh out of the starbase. It's really annoying that probe's not giving up and leaving us alone. But I guess another way of looking at it is that we do have 550 resource units up for grabs. Although if we've lost a bunch of other stuff at the same time, all right, there's another reading on the star map, and we are a fair ways away over here now, aren't we? You know what? I think it might be worth turning ourselves on a dime, and we might go back and we might actually go back and try and have a chat with these other vessels. There are a couple of them now. Whoa, it's going to be a near thing. Let's find out who these are and what is going on. So we're getting an alarm. And those are definitely not ships that we've seen before, but I have a horrible feeling that these are not Yehat. Let's find out. Greetings from Vux, the last word in lifeform destruction. To gain an intimate knowledge of our engines of war, simply place both hands over your eyes and count to 3. Sure. What could we ask them about? Let's ask, why are you so hostile towards our species? Ugh, you are even uglier than I had thought possible. Can't you see you are making me sick? Please, foul creature, turn your head, or better yet, put a sack over it. Never mind, I have adjusted my display so it is dim enough to be tolerable. In answer to your question, our response is simple. We must attack you because our masters, the Ur-Quan, wish it so. Now, if you don't mind, stop nodding your head like that. We Vux do not share this range of motion. And it appears as though your neck is broken. And you are a jabbering corpse. Ugh. Is there another reason you hate us? Tell me the truth. Do we need another reason? Ah, I understand. You refer to the first human encounter. The insult! What more can be said? On that day, your species proved its true, crass nature. You see, we Vux pride ourselves on our open-mindedness. Our ability to see beyond even the most bizarre and disgusting face like yours. But that insult was so low, so totally reprehensible, that we will never forget it. Yes, to be honest, that event pretty much fixed our attitude setting at abhor. I suspect we will despise you forever. Hey, what if we apologize? Could we talk truce then? Probably not. You see, although we Vux are highly reasonable beings, who would never judge a race solely on its appearance, the magnitude of your Captain Rand's insult was such that we will probably never forgive your species. Well, I'll try anyway. The people of Earth hereby apologize to the Vux. Nope, I didn't think that would be sufficient. It lacked conviction. Sorry, but I'm afraid we'll just have to kill you now. Uh-oh. This could go badly because I don't remember what Vux ships do. So let's try one of our Pekunk vessels because, well, firstly, it might get resurrected if we die. And secondly, if these prove horribly ineffectual, we can always try succeeding with our Earthling cruiser. I don't remember what these things do. Oh, that's right. They shoot the things that slow you down, the limpets. So we could try moving through and... Oops, I have to recharge with this button, don't I? That was my bad. So I've already been hit by some things. Managing to score, whoa, a few hits. Can we lure the Vux into the planet? We cannot. So they have just a ton of energy. Oh, good. Let's see if Zit can do that a few more times. We might try and encourage them to come planetward. Probably not helping by switching screens constantly, but certainly trying to. Oh, they swung around. It's a bit of a mugs game. It's going to take a while. So fortunately, the Vux vehicles are fairly slow, but they also have a close range sort of auto-targeting weapon. We're taking some hits, but we have managed to wear them down a little bit. Although, of course, the fact that there are three of them is not terribly favourable to us. All right, getting some more good hits in there. I think we're going to have to keep doing these quick runs past them. This is probably going to be the death of us. Whether or not it's a permanent death, I'm not sure. It is, in fact, a permanent death. All right. So with the ships moving quite slowly, we might be able to stay out of range of them long enough for us to be able to shoot them with missiles, which would be mighty nice. Because those missiles are going to do a fair bit of damage. And if we can keep ourselves moving quickly enough that the limpets don't catch us, I think we should be okay. Good times. Now, of course, the trick is not wanting them to spawn too close to us, and they haven't, so that's good. Trying to get those things lined up well is something of a problem. Good times. Let's try and kill our momentum. Ooh, getting a little close there. So if they hit us with limpets, oh dear, then our slowdown is going to be fairly severe. But at the moment, I'm feeling fairly confident that we've got a good combination here. So, oh boy, they got quite a lot of velocity there, didn't they? We are in a world of hurt now. That laser, not good when you get in its line. That's unfortunate. I guess we're just going to have to go old school here now. And hit them with the big guns, as it were. Oh dear. There we go. So we lost half our crew, but we also killed them. And there's another batch of them just about to come in and hit us. So we got all of that stuff there, and we're about to get tumbled in again, and possibly again. Oh no, this is bad. Let's have a conversation here, see if we can get out of it without them attacking us. I don't believe that's going to be the case, but if this goes poorly, we may be looking at a reload. Salutations, and may your sense of self-preservation always be so dim. As our intruders surround your vessel, you may care to raise both hands into the air above you and practice the ancient chant of the prancing Uwe master Zendux, which begins... Sure, let us try that again. Let's try that again. We, the people of Earth, really, truly apologize for the stupid insult made by Captain Rand. No, that didn't cut it either. Okay, so I guess the straightforward approach isn't helping. I think we're just going to get amongst it, and I'm pretty sure we're dead. How far does our... Okay, not quite far enough to make any meaningful difference. Yeah, we're in a world of trouble. Okay, I will see all of you folks on the other side of a reload. Alrighty, folks, so we've travelled all the way back across here again, this time directly from Earth, because I didn't want you to have to watch that long journey again. And in this same similar area, we have encountered ourselves another Vux, but it is only one of them. So I'm going to have that conversation with them now. It's probably going to be a lot of the same stuff, so I might do another quick skip here for you. Well, that didn't really work as planned, but we do have Kirk. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. So let's see if we can make this work, because there's only one of them. And provided that we manage to stay out of range, I'm hoping we will be okay. 2 good hits there so far. That's good to know. And another. And another. One more should do it. Gets trickier at closer range. Yeah, go team. Good times. So 1 Vux ship destroyed, 150, and I believe that there was a Slylander nearby, so we're probably going to end up straight in that now. Indeed, that is the case. Yep. I don't see any point in beating around the bush, so let's see if we can get ourselves... Oh boy, that was a very unfavourable spawn. Let's try and get in close. They're bouncing off without actually doing anything at all, which was not ideal. So these ships are capable of turning so much and so quickly. Just... Come on. Oh, no respawn. All right. And I think we're just going to go straight for the flagship here. Very close to the planet there. Hopefully not going to be flying into it. Come on now. You've got to come close enough at some point. Good times. And we didn't even get hit. How about that? So we lost one of the Pekunk, which is less than ideal. But now we can continue. All right, let's find out where we're going to go on this star map. So we've got ourselves some Vux space there. The Pekunks still seem to be sticking quite low. Quite low down here. So maybe we should head down into this cluster here and see if we find anything along the way. Let's head in that direction now. We're still well and truly in... Yeah, that's probably another Vux coming our way. So we might actually do a bit of steering around that because I don't want to get embroiled in another battle immediately. That's a relatively largish star down there, but I don't think it's going to be large enough for the Melnorm to be in it. So we're just ducking beyond this little cluster here. That should put us outside of Vux space. And maybe we'll find something else down here that we can talk to. There's something coming in mighty fast. Hopefully it's not another Slolandro. It is definitely something hostile. Oh, are you kidding me? Fine, more resources for us, I guess. Should we try another Pekunk? I mean, why not? We managed to get a little bit of damage done there previously. So we get hit by them, which means we've been knocked back a little bit. But the dead-on approach here appears to work fairly well. It would be nice to get a respawn, though. There we go. We did it. Hey, I'm getting better at this. We didn't lose a ship and we got more resources. Go team. All right. So we're not seeing anything here at the moment. Might be about time to get us put on manual here. So there's a slower ship spawn over this way. Let's have a quick look on the star map because we aren't in Vux space anymore. We're certainly well clear of the Ur-Quan territory. Maybe we should go on and see what these are. Although I may die to regret this. Those would most definitely be Yehat vessels, and I know that because I remember what they look like. So I think we might leave it there for this part of the Let's Play. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. You can subscribe to the channel if you'd like to be notified when other episodes are released, including Steve's playthrough of The Witness that he's doing at the moment. There are some other things you can also find. There's a lot of Caves of Qud. There's some The Flame in the Flood. There's some Alan Wake. A whole range of things for you to check out should you be interested. And of course, recommending the channel to a friend if you think they might enjoy it would be also appreciated. But come back again soon for more Star Control 2.